Good morning. I am working on breakfast for myself. All the millennials are out of the house today. I have here 2 pieces of bacon that I chopped up, an onion, I don't know, about 5 or 6 big mushroom slices that I've chopped small, and some cabbage. And I am making a breakfast fry-up for myself that is a little bit more diabetic-friendly. I could add cheese. I do have a chunk of brie in there I could think about. I don't know, pondering. And I'm going to throw in a couple of scrambled eggs here in a minute, and this is going to be my breakfast. The cabbage actually takes on a nice flavor when it is grilled up with onions and bacon, and it is a good one for kind of filler instead of like potato. I'll probably still grab myself a piece of toast, but I'm going to kind of keep it down to just that one piece of toast because I love damn toast. And I am making a mess of that egg. Yay. Let's see, this is a Saturday morning, it's almost noon, I haven't eaten. Let's do 3 eggs. I will be a fat ass. Alrighty. This is all looking nice and fried up. I've got it on kind of a medium heat. Alright, that is looking rather tasty. And let me grab some butter, because butter. Butter. Yay. The thing with being a diabetic is you have to monitor the carbs, and that's things like it's in a lot of stuff. But the things you kind of have to really watch for, at least from my perspective, is white things. So sugar, flour, rice, all of those things are on the not so good list for a diabetic. And so instead of having filler of potato here, I have filler of cabbage. And maybe I'll be good and I won't have any toast today. Yay. I've got a good amount of stuff over here, so that's possible. And I won't starve to death. I haven't salt or peppered this yet. I need to, but I'm going to rinse off my bowl so it doesn't get all stuck up and awful to cook later. So we will do a little pink salt. Both halves. Pepper. And if you've watched any of my other videos, especially ones on eggs, you'll know that I am not a undercooked wet egg person, and actually I like my eggs like crunchy crispy. So I apologize if you think this looks weird, but I'm just going to mix it all together. What the hell. This is cooking for me. I am not going for awards or anything fancy. I'm just making breakfast for me that I'm going to enjoy and fuel me for, gosh, I don't know, maybe some actual crafts today after I do some house tidying. This is my weekend, and I've gotten to sleep in for the first time in like, I don't know, a month and a half. And so I am just gonna do something tasty for me. And so this is stuff I like. Do a little bit of pepper more, and some of the other salt. And I am really nearsighted, so there we go. I want to make sure this is well cooked because I don't like wet eggs at all. At least in this part. I actually like poached eggs, which are very wet eggs. So I am a conundrum. And you don't have to like what everybody else likes. That is the key thing to take away. When you are cooking for yourself, you get to cook exactly what you like. And this is exactly what I like. Ah, overboard. The thing a lot of people get really intimidated about in cooking is that it's not quote-unquote the right way. And yeah, there are some techniques to learn and, you know, things to do. But in the end, making yourself happy is the #1 part of that. Alright, I'm going to turn it off. My pan stays hot. Because again, this actually is a cast iron enamel pan. And so the cast iron retains a lot of the heat. I'm going to put my eggs away because I'm done with them. Oh, I actually even have a spot. Away. There we go. And this might give me the energy to think about what we're having for dinner tonight because I don't know. It's like, who knew being adult was figuring out what was for dinner until you die. Alrighty, this looks pretty good. I've got some crispy bits and I'm hungry, so I'm going to call that finished. I'm already off. I'm going to put this into my very, very fancy paper plate because that way I don't have to do dishes. And yes, I'm scraping the pan so that I get the brown bits off the bottom because I like the brown bits. And this is the fork that I use to mix my eggs up in, so I'm going to rinse it. If I haven't already, which I don't think I have, before I eat with it, it should be good. And I'm going to tidy up my space so that somebody else can use this later and not have it be a big mess. You can tell it's very hot around the surface, so be careful. And just want to do at least minor cleanup every time so that it's not horrifying. And throw away my eggs without making a mess, maybe. Alright kids, that's going to be my breakfast, and I will see if I can make you a video of, I don't know, maybe cheesecake later. And you have a good morning.